I'm Heir, welcome to 23, joining me for Royal Masquerade, Chapter 5, Valor and Vanity. It's a tournament of flowers, and you arrive on the grounds with Renza and Star Fox. The sound of spirited music fills the air as you walk past rows of towering strip tents. Wow, everything feels so big and wonderful and bright. It's nothing like what I've read about in the library. Arr! Already impressed, and the jousting hasn't even begun. You're so sweet. Don't worry, there will be time to see all of it after you look the part. Renza hurried you into a nearby tent with Rosario sigil flying at the entrance. Pard, I thought this was a casual affair. Nothing at court is ever casual. You need to show you're worthy of a Nebracus suitor. So I need to impress Theodosia. Will that be enough? She's already upset about Cyrus's engagement to Emery. If we drive home how much appealing you are, well, let's just make sure you're appealing first. Luckily, I have just the thing to appeal to Theodosia's vanity. Renza reveals an intricate dress in the traditional jousting style and places it in your hands. It's beautiful. Ah! But that's not the best part. A dress for the Tournament of Flowers wouldn't be complete without the lover's favor. Flowery garment. The favor honors the flower Kendra's ancestors received from her lover to protect her in the final battle with the sorcerers. If one's love is true, the favor will protect the rider during the tournament. That rider can be whoever you choose. Wearing this dress will impress Theodosia and allow you to give your favor to Caden or Hunter in the joust. Lady of the joust. No offense, but I actually like the red one. Or, excuse me, what? Red one. Wow, hi. Colorblind today, apparently. The black one. I would have liked a red one, but maybe that's what I'm looking for. But the black one looks nicer than the green one. Emerge from behind the changing scene wearing the new dress. Is it too much to think I might be the best dressed at this joust? Considering the dress, not at all. Any rider would be lucky to receive your favor. Yep. Now, we need to show you off to Theodosia and coax out a suitor from House Nebracus. Renza, something tells me she won't talk to matchmaking when she's just gotten her heart broken. It's the perfect time. In our game, hate can be as powerful as desire. If we remind her why she hates Cyrus, then she will side with us. Renza, hate is a weak foundation. You're more experienced with these things than I am. A wise woman knows when to listen to the wisdom of others. Now, come on. Theodosia has an early match. She should be retrieving her lance from the armory soon. You wind your way to the clearing where one of Fiora's squires helped Hunter in his armor as Lord Damon and Caden stand to the side. Wow, Julia, in that dress you'd stand out among a crowd of thousands. It's impressive. I'm glad the dress has had the desired effect. The scribe finally arrives. Are you here to fail at securing yet another suitor? Lord Damon, you're welcome to show yourself out. Insolence in the face of your superiors. I told you not to trouble Julia further. If you can be civil, then leave. You grew more ridiculous by the day. To think the Pharaoh legacy rests with such a fool as my son. Damon glares at you and then leaves. Bye! Apologies for that, my father forgets himself. That would imply he knew his manners in the first place. Squire fixes the last piece of Hunter's armor. All done, your regency. You look ready to take the field. Indeed, and with Julia's support, I think my chances of winning this year are good. And here I thought all those years training under a Grandmaster Knight would be enough. With a man who's never competed in a royal joust. It can't be that hard. I know the basics. I have experience actually fighting. Oh, Julia, you're strong of mind. Who would win in a match between Caden and I? Ooh. I am not gonna play this game. You don't have to fight over me. But then there would be nothing else worth fighting for. So we were fighting anyway. Sure. Hunter smirks at Caden. You know, we can always settle this dispute on the field. Anyone can participate. As long as they have a title, which I don't. Well then, let's give you one. I will enter you as an anonymous noble. Whoever wins the most matches can... I accept. Splendid. Carlo, please register one more contestant for the joust of the King's Regent's blessing. What shall the name be, your regency? The Black Knight. Unless Julia would like to suggest something else. So much power. Let's see. No, I like the Black Knight. The Black Knight means a lot to me. So be it. Squire nods and runs off. Theodosia walks into the tent and eyes the lance on the rack. Emery trails around the corner and walks up next to her to select her lance. These are fine lances. I wonder if any of them are sharp enough to harm my beloved Cyrus. Don't you have somewhere else to spout your imbecilic thoughts? Theodosia grabs a lance in a huff and leaves. What luck! Emery's already inflamed, and Theodosia, now's our chance. You, Star Fox, and Rinza follow after Theodosia. Lady Theodosia, from the way you threw wine in Cyrus's face at the banquet, I can tell we have a common enemy. And common enemies make good allies. Why would we be allies? I'm the most glorious heir to the most enviable house in all of Cordonia, while you're just you. But it could help us get back at the man who hurt you. Cyrus, what would we do to him? We can break his heart. Yes, I can reach into his chest and crush his blood-beating heart. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. I meant metaphorically. I did too. Before anyone else can speak, Cyrus bursts between you and Rinza. My eternal unicorn moonbeam princess, I was forced into Emery's proposal. You know I only desire your embrace. Cyrus kneels before Theodosia and offers her a box of chocolates. Salted grasshopper truffles, these are my favorite. Only your true love would know such a thing. Don't let a box of candy wipe out how he went behind your back. That's right. If you really love me, you'd offer me the vaulted house flowers as a favor at the joust. True, I would. So you mean you were going to... Are you going to... in front of... Ow! Cyrus runs a hand along Theodosia's arm. She shivers at his touch. I must finish preparing in my tent before there's... because that's a thing I must do. But... Theodosia hurries away. Cyrus turns to you. First, you perform that dastardly move at the banquet, and then follow it up by trying to sever my ties with Lady Theodosia. Lady Julia, it appears your cunning matches your beauty. I should be more careful. Lord Cyrus, it wasn't that hard outsmiring you. I will admit my cunnings are best suited for the bedroom. I can't wait to see you grovel at the bottom dog of court. It doesn't matter what you do. Theodosia's wrapped around my gentle fingers. It's only a matter of time before I win her back. Then the throne will be mine, and we will all know who the nameable houses are and aren't. Pompadour snarls at Star Fox before Cyrus leaves with a smirk on his face. You return to Hunter and Caden. Hey, you two, that kind of failed. So, things didn't go as hoped. Cyrus showed up, and that weasel ruined everything. Of course he intervened. I don't think we'll ever get through to Theodosia as long as she wants Cyrus. Now that's a thought. She's already been vexed by him once. What could we do to make sure Theodosia is over Cyrus for good? She did ask for his favor. Maybe we find a way to stop him from giving it to her. Minor thievery? An excellent idea. Stealing Cyrus's favor. Couldn't he find a new favor? Anything can be one, right? It doesn't matter. Once Theodosia sees Emery with Cyrus' special flower, the message will be clear. No other gift will compare. This is the power of a favor given during a joust. So where do we look? Cyrus has many things, but subtle is not one of them. It's likely in his tent. You mean where he invites his company? I prefer a bush of thorns. We will come with you. Not so fast. You're a regency. You have to joust to participate in? I will not be the one to explain why the King Regent missed his first match. I don't have a match yet, and I'm familiar with the flower you're looking for. Perfect. Let's keep her safe, Caden. And don't get caught. None of us wants a scandal. Well, let's find ourselves a flower. You and Caden walk into a tent striped with House Vescovi collars. Hey, Caden listens for a moment, then lifts the flap, letting you duck under before he follows. Inside, the strong scent of Cyrus's cloying perfume cuts through the air. The tent is empty, save Pompadour sleeping in a plush dog bed on the floor. Oh my god! What should we do? Stay quiet and follow me. Caden quietly steps across the tent towards Cyrus's dresser. Sneak stealthily around. Quietly tiptoe behind Caden until you reach Cyrus's dresser. Good work. And Caden quietly searches through Cyrus's thing, finding nothing. The last drawer you open reveals Cyrus's underwear, and you both stare at them in horror. Ooh, I can't do this. He's your half-brother, you search it. Being my half-brother makes it worse. You have less personal attachment, you do it. This is how you treat a noble lady. Okay, clearly we're not getting anywhere. Let's draw sticks. Person who chooses the shortest one has to go in. Fine, I'm game. You guys have enough time to play a game like this. Caden pulls out 3 sticks, shuffles them around in his hand, holds them between you. They all look at it and go, sorry, looks like you drew the short one. If I didn't know better, I'd accuse you of cheating. Good thing you know me better. Good luck. Please, 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 let me sacrifice. Be worth something. You stick your hands in the door, shifting through the layers of silk and velvet cloth. You feel papers and the petals of a flower. You pull your hands out. I think I got it, but it's wrapped in Cyrus's underwear. Just why? Throw in the drawer. You throw the underwear back in the drawer in disgust. Ugh. With the underwear sheath removed, you uncover the flower and accompanying note. Caden, is this the Vescovi flower? Show it to Caden. It's very beautiful. That's it. Why does that note say? My eternal moonbeam princess. How we may once again celebrate the tournament with our own private joust, which I mean taking my lance and penetrating your... And that's enough of that. You crumple the letter very suddenly. Let's just say that Cyrus made it quite clear that he's intended to give Theodosia and leave it at that. Well, gladly, I say we get out of here before we see anything worse. You and Caden leave Cyrus and Stanton, return to your own, where you find Renza waiting inside. You hand her the flower. We're here. We found it. Splendid. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. It was. It wasn't. Oh, you liar. The person who didn't reach through Cyrus's underwear. For such a sacrifice, you deserve to enjoy yourself. Go. You'll see Cyrus denied a joust. You and Caden walk outside and find Hunter waiting. I've already notched my first win. Claudius, you mad? Okay, Pixelberry had to have done that to make me laugh, okay? You mad. His last name is You Mad. Claudius, You Mad. The ninth has improved, but his timidity still holds him back. I'm glad you had a nice warm-up. Who do I face? Your favorite, Cyrus. Lucky me. I'm gonna make it hurt. Unless Julia would like a dose of revenge for herself. Me, but I could never joust. Cyrus has always been more interested in the pageantry of the tournament than the actual jousting. With a little bit of training and practice, you'd make an excellent chance at unseating him. I'll gladly beat Cyrus, but given the way he's treated you, you deserve the chance to get back at him personally. How about it, Julia? To become the Black Knight so you can defeat Cyrus in front of the court. Enjoy this exclusive chance to learn jousting with Hunter and Caden and unseat Cyrus. Please? Let us be off. Hunter and Caden lead you and the two horses to an empty training arena at the edge of the fairgrounds. I've never actually been in the middle of an arena. It's an awe-inspiring rush when a crowd cheers for you. And there'll be lots of cheering when you unseat Cyrus. How do we make that a reality? Well, knock him off with your lance. There's a little more to it than that, but the goal is to hit the opponent's left shoulder guard. You get a point for a strike, 5 points for... Caden rolls his eyes. Points, points, points. Just wield your lance the way you wield your wit and you'll be fine. I've always wanted to stab someone with a pointy stick, joust like the storied knights of old, and you will find an incredible blend of technique, strength, and showmanship. But mostly people like watching nobles get knocked off their horses. Hunter mounts a horse and grabs a practice lance. Anyway, Julie, we should develop your basic technique first. I'll give a demonstration. Hunter rides up to the practice target and salutes it, then rides away in a straight line. He turns around to face the target, then he charges it, lowering his lance as he thunders forward. He strikes the target right where the left shoulder should be. You can tell he leans to the right when he's about to strike. You saw that. It's important to know one's opponent. See, it's important to get your technique right. I've seen many amateurs leave points on the field. Hunter gives Caden a sly smile. My turn. Well, one of us should ride with you at first. For safety. So we had a choice between Hunter and Caden. I gave quite a bit to Caden, I believe, last time, so let's... Hunter. Let's do Caden. We will show Hunter how it's done. Caden helps you mount a horse, grabs a practice lance, and then hops into the saddle behind you. Reaching under your arm, he steers the horse to its practice target. First, we salute your opponent, but since you're focusing Cyrus, we skip that part. Aren't you supposed to salute for tradition, regardless of the jouster's character? Not all traditions are worth respecting. Caden rides further down the field, lining you up with the target dummy. You don't strike me as the person who would know jousting traditions. I was allowed lessons when I was young, though the tutor was focused on teaching Cyrus. I still beat him every time. Jousting's one of the secrets of, that's one of the secrets of jousting. You don't need years of formal training. All it takes is good timing and grit. Ah yes, the scribe of Royal Library, known for their endless grit. Agree down to finish a transcription requires grit. That's your chance to apply that grit somewhere else. Caden hands you the lance. Tutors and knights will say to hold it a certain way, but I know that everyone has a slightly different way of holding a weapon. Caden guides your hand around the lance. Palm up, feel the weight distribution. Is it comfortable? It is. Good. You've got it. Any questions? Just one. Well, that's just to do. I feel like I'm gonna die. Do you always instruct girls how to hold your lance? What do you do about the lance coming at you? Don't flinch. That's reassuring. Caden cups your lance hand and wraps his other arm around your waist, resting a firm hand against your stomach. You feel his chest pressed against your back, his head looking over your shoulder, soft breaths flowing past your ear. What's wrong? Caden spurs the horse forward, and squeezing you close as each thundering gallop bounces you both up and down as you near the target. Caden helps you lower the lance. Focus on their movement. Find where they leave themselves open for the aim. Dummy. Yeah! You stab the target right in the left shoulder. Good shot. That was exhilarating. Let's go again. You ride several more practice rounds until you grasp the basic movements. Eventually, you, Hunter, Caden, return to the tents where you put on your armor. This is heavier than I expected. It suits you. You look ready to crush Cyrus. You look ready to see it. I am looking forward to it. Caden helps you atop your horse and hands you a lance. Don't panic, don't lose focus, you can do this. You ride out of the tent. And onto the jousting field. Hundreds of cheering spectators look down at you. A finely dressed man heralds your entrance. Making their tournament debut, the mysterious Black Knight. Look, guys, it's Chris Evanworth. Wow, they're cheering me. Oh, what? I forgot I'm not Cyrus. Shh. And their opponent, Lord Cyrus. Cyrus trots onto the field, flirtatiously waving to the stands. He meets with a mixture of boos and swoons. You may cheer me. You may boo me. But at least you know who I am. The same cannot be said of my opponent. Are they a coward, or is their face so hideous that children would scream at the sight? The crowd oohs. Who here wants to see Cyrus lose? The crowd cheers. Really? Nobody wants to see me win. Nice armor. Cyrus frowns and rides to meet you in the middle of a first salute. How does he frown when he's wearing a mask? Up close, you look rather formidable. You know all that stuff I said for show, right? Yeah, let's both agree to not get carried away. I suppose I'll take your silence as a tacit agreement not to hurt me, and hope for the best. You ride around and take your positions. You stare down Cyrus across the field. Then you spur your horses forward, drawing near. You lower your lance. Watch his movements. Find the weak point, just like Caden said. Aim for his left shoulder, the audience railing. The audience. You control your lance's descent, leveling and ride at Cyrus's left shoulder. Got it. You brace for impact. Take this. Your lance strikes Cyrus's guard and knocks him off his horse. Ah! The Black Knight scores a resounding victory. That could have hurt my beautiful body. You ride back to the tents where Caden and Hunter help you out of your armor. That felt great. You looked great out there. Watching Cyrus crash to the dirt was satisfying. Thanks for all your help, but I should return to the stands before suspicion arises. Go. We will see you from the field. Make your way to the stands and sit next to Renza. You missed Cyrus suffer a quiet defeat. Did I? I'm sure it was a wonderful sight. Watching Cyrus lose is always a wonderful sight. Speaking of Cyrus, we're in for a treat. Watch the squires and the servants and organize for the next round. Cyrus stiffly walks onto the stands with Pompadour and sits next to you. Well, Cyrus, how does defeat taste? If you're curious, I can give you a sample. Cyrus blows you a kiss. Pompadour lolls his tongue out. Quiet, Toad. Insulting already. You'll tire yourself before I even convince the Genosi to fall back into my lab. A panicked squire runs up to Cyrus. Your lordship, your flower has gone missing. It's gone. Just then, Theodosia trots onto the field and rides up to stands where Cyrus sits. Your favor, my lord. Right, my favor. It's right here, because I come up with an even better gift. The flower of my lips upon yours. As Cyrus leans over the railing, the second rider gallops onto the field. It's Emery, and wrapped to her chestplate is the Vescovi flower. The honor of House Beaumont. Renza. I added an extra touch for our amusement. Cyrus, you honor me with this favor. May it grant me strength to win the tournament. You lying cheat! Oh, hold on. Do not insult my beloved, it bothers me. I will end you! Theodosia rides off and takes her place for the joust. Amory bows to Cyrus and lines up opposite Theodosia. Renza, that was pure genius. Evil genius, but still. It delightfully effective. Riders gallop towards one another. You know what bothers me about jousting? Ah! Theodosia rides wildly at Emery, aiming her lance at Vescovi flower. They collide and Theodosia tumbles to the ground. Emery circles around, dismounts, and offers Theodosia a hand. You were an honorable opponent. I am a Nefracus. I do not accept help from halfwits. Theodosia grabs Emery's helping hand and pulls her into the mud. The crowd boos the dishonorable maneuver, and she turns to them, arms wide. Oh, you don't like that, do you? Well, I don't care. I don't care what you would think that when I secretly made love to Lord Cyrus on the serving table at the lunar banquet, and I certainly don't care now. Theodosia sticks her tongue out to the crowd as they settle into an uncomfortable silence. Cyrus shrugs at them sheepishly. Ugh, that's sickening. I needed to wet my palate. Theodosia is practically boiling. Now's our chance. Let's follow her. Yeah, that's what happens when you let anger get a hold of you. You and Renza find Theodosia at the sidelines of the arena. Theodosia hopes it's clear now that for all of his words, Cyrus will never be loyal. Surely an alliance with the Great House of Navrakis is no longer accepting pleas for alliance. We no longer need one now, and we never did. Theodosia rounds on her heels and walks off. That infantile woman, will she not see reason? She's upset, and perhaps giving Emery the favor was too much. I was certain it would do the trick, but I see now I'll have far more direct. Wait, we did things your way. Let me try to talk to her. If you think you can do it, so be it. You rush up to the stands. And find Theodosia sitting alone in the Navrakis box, helmet and breastplate tossed into the corner, face impassive as she views the field. When she sees you, she scowls. If you're here to talk about Renza's offer, I don't want to hear it. I'm not here for Renza, I'm here because I think you need a friend. Really? As if all important and amazing House of Navrakis needs a... Breath hitches and she swipes her eyes angrily. Oh, Cyrus, why? She flings herself against her cushioned chair, hand to her forehead, and uncertain, you take the seat next to her and pat her shoulder awkwardly. I just want him to love me. Cyrus is a complicated man. What did you see in him? Theodosia is silent for a moment, and then she smiles coyly. Can I confess something? Yes, of course. When I had my own debut, no one asked me for my first dance. Can you believe it? I almost died of embarrassment on the dance floor. But as the strings played, Cyrus walked out with those firm, sexy thighs. He took me in his arms and made me the center of the world. And now seeing him choose Emery, knowing he didn't choose me, it breaks my heart. What do? I love him so much. You could recognize the worst parts of Cyrus. But he has no faults. You're an idiot. You really think so? You know he manipulates people. When he danced with you at the debut, he probably just wanted to sleep with you. I know. Isn't it romantic? Okay, but he probably feels the same way about everyone else he dances with. And that's less romantic. Theodosia, you deserve to be treated right. You're trying to help, but I'm the lady of House Navrakis. Lesser men line up at my doorsteps with flowers, gifts, and professions of love. What does the newest lady of court know about romance and desire? Just because people offer you materialistic shit does not mean they love you. Just saying. Just then, the bugle sounds and the two finalists ride out on the field. The crowd, including Theodosia, turn to watch them with interest. The Beaumont siblings have fallen in rapid succession, leaving only two finalists. The Black Knight versus King Regent Hunter. You all order me. Well, at the sound of his name, a horde of squeals erupt from the crowd. Oh, your regency, accept my favor! Oh, forget my favor. Accept my body. Woo! Hunter rides past the infatuated women, stops by you and bows. Caden arrives after him and nods to you. My lady, if you would grant me your favor, I'd gladly accept it. He needs it more than me. I fear for his safety against me. You know, just kind of like Caden, like, I kind of feel like being a dick, but at the same time, let's see. Hmm. I'm gonna go with Caden, actually. Take the flower pattern cloth from your dress and wrap it around Caden's arm. This tradition is usually reserved for nobles. For now, you are one. I appreciate it. Stay safe. Hunter and the Black Knight ride off. You have a sexy, mysterious knight, and the King Regent asking for your favor? Maybe I know a few things about desire, after all. Hunter and Caden meet in the center of the arena and salute by tapping their lances together. They circle into their starting positions. At the horn sound, they gallop towards each other. Caden's lance connects with Hunter's armor. Good hit. The Black Knight wants to make a statement. Do circle back to their starting positions and ride each other once more. Hunter's lance shatters against Caden's armor, causing him to recoil in the saddle. Ugh. That was a bit strong. This regency isn't going to go down without a fight. Squire hands Hunter a new lance, while another helps Caden adjust his armor. Soon they line up for the final round. Go, Caden. Caden looks over to you, he raises his lance and nods before focusing back on Hunter. At the sound of the horn, they thunder at each other. Their lances collide against each other's armor, sending them both to the ground. They stagger to their feet. The crowd doesn't want to draw. Neither do I. The two lock eyes. The squire runs up with two swords. Each one draws a blade. Wait! The blades clash, and the roar of the crowd drowns out the herald. Crush him! Looks so strong swinging his blade. Woo! They're fighting over you? How romantic. Oh, run out to them. I want to see what they do. Yes, I need to put a stop to this. You hop over the railing and run into the arena. As you approach, Caden lands a strong blow into Hunter's armor. Ah, good move. They don't cover that one in training, your regency. Please. Keep fighting. Theodosia is watching. What? I know it sounds odd, but keep hitting each other while I try to get you to stop. While Hunter's distracted, Caden quickly lands a blow. Ah! Distractions lead to death in the field. Hunter responds with a blow. He and Caden spar, dramatically clashing swords while you attempt to stop them. You catch a glimpse of Theodosia looking on wistfully. Suddenly, the herald runs out on the field, flailing his arms to grab the fighter's attentions. In the name of Queen Kendra's memory, please halt yourselves! Hunter and Caden each eye each other but lower their swords. Thank goodness, now everyone has calmed down. By knocking the other rider off first, the winner of the joust is the Black Knight. There, it's over. It was a good match. Yes. The two separate from each other. You walk back to the railing, where Theodosia waits you. That was positively thrilling. Perhaps I misjudged you, Lady Julia. Oh? When we spoke earlier, I didn't think a woman like you could understand what it was like to be a woman of such a great admiration as myself. But after watching the King Regent and this powerful fun knight fight to the death for your affections, well, indeed, you appear to be as nearly as romantically bewitching as I am. A woman like yourself deserves a far more appropriate suitor than you've had so far. You deserve a Nefracus. I would be honored to accept. Yes, yes, I believe you would. Theodosia smiles at you mischievously and leaves, looking back over the field. A team of servants surround Hunter, helping him move his horse and weapons. The paths have been prepared for you, your regency. Thank you, Carlo. Make sure no one is allowed in there. Well, almost no one. Hunter smiles at you as he walks past. You see Caden leading his horse by the reins. He clutches his side in pain. Caden looks like he needs someone to go after him, but is too stubborn or proud to ask. The only question is, should I follow before or after I attend to the King Regent? This is an exclusive chance to follow Hunter and Caden for private time together. I'm gonna go for Caden. You head towards the stables. Inside, Caden removes pieces of his armor, but struggles to reach some of the straps. He stops when you walk in. You look like you could use some help with that. I can get it. I know you can. I'm offering to make it easier. Okay, leave it to nobility to make armor one person can barely manage by themselves. You sit down beside Caden and help him doff the layers of armor. So, you were impressive with the joust. Impressive enough to get knocked off my horse. The last of his armor off, Caden stands up, moving stiffly. He removes the stirrups and girdle from the horse. A squire took Hunter's mound. Won't someone take care of that for you? I don't have a personal band of servants. I want to make sure the horse gets taken care of. Don't make me ask to help you. Bag of feed is over there. You pick up the bag of oats and hang it around the horse's muzzle. He happily feeds on it. Caden looks at you. What's your opinion of the tournament? Caden, you proved you're the best in the realm. Only just, but I'll take it. Caden hands you a brush. Together you stroke the horse's coat. I'll admit, I would like to face Henry again. Fighting him was thrilling. Even through the armor, I could tell you were enjoying hitting the nobility, even a little too much. I was. Not that I have anything against Hunter. He has some redeeming traits. But he's the pinnacle of the system, where anyone can get what they want because of how they were born. If most people need a horse, they work to buy it. They pay for its food, brush its mane, and clean the stones from its hooves. They fight for it. The rushes graze each other, and Caden stares at you for a long moment before he twists away. The movement causes him to wince. You're hurt. It's nothing I haven't handled before. Caden, take off your shirt. I'm telling you, it's... You cannot resist my offers to help. If I have no choice in the matter. Caden lifts his shirt over his head, revealing his glistening muscles. You find a cut on his back. Look, it's me. I mean, what? Satisfied? Yes. There's a kid over there. Should have some bandages. You search the cabinets in the back of the stable and find the medicinal kit. Apply salve to the bandages and wrap them around Caden's midsection. Your arms grazing against his muscles, he relaxes against you. Sometimes I wonder if I should just be one to harp on the nobility. I might be a bastard, but I'm a noble's bastard. Sneers and curses are a small price compared to the pangs of hunger. Virtue isn't proportional to how much you suffer. Perhaps not, but it feels like I owe something to nobles. Hell, it was Hunter who recommended me for the crown shield. If not for him, a noble, I'd still be on the streets as a city guard. Caden... You don't owe an entire group because one person helped you. No. Then I would have to owe something to Cyrus, and that must never happen. No, never. This is why you're the smart one. I have to contribute to to our group somehow. You do plenty, and for what it's worth, I'm glad my path has led me to you. Your arms reach around his stomach to tie the bandage, your body resting against his. He looks over his shoulder and smiles. Eventually, you leave the stables. What shall I do next? Follow Hunter to the spa. You head towards the small house. You enter the spa room and find Hunter relaxing next to a tray of wine and sweets, his back turned to you. Ah, Carlo, you're back. Excellent. If you would be so kind, I tweaked my shoulder and it could use some attention. Play along. You walk forward and sit next to the pool. Your hands settle on his shoulders, and calling upon all your knowledge gleam from the books in the library. You need a shoulder. Oh, that feels wonderful. But something feels different. He gently grabs your hand and draws it down, and a small smile crosses his face as he examines your wrist. He turns to you. You're not as muscular. Sit down. Lady Julia, this is an unexpected treat. I didn't know that you were excellent at massages as you were at politics. But, much as my heart feels to see you, rumors still swirl if someone walked in to find the two of us alone. Well? No one has to know. I can keep a secret if you can. I wouldn't want you to come to harm, so consider my lips sealed. Far be it for me to turn away good company anyway. Come closer. You've had a long day yourself negotiating with Theodosia. Let me pamper you. You slide closer to the pool's edge near him, and lifting your skirts out of the way, you dip your legs in beside him. The water's so nice, so soothing. He nudges over a tray of colorful sweets and glances at the ruby wine. Yes, but please, take what you wish. What's yours is mine. Is that so? And what are you offering? You have your pick, a goblet of your finest wine from the Pharaoh vineyards, or the macaroon, a new type of sweet from France. Both sound very tempting. I'm gonna go with the macaroon. You bite into the macaroon, the crispiness of the maroon shell contrasting with the tartness of the filling within. Close your eyes to savor it. Truly, this is divine. I feel almost heady. When you open your eyes, Hunter is looking at you, a smile on his lips. What, pray tell, are you smiling about? Well, you. So few at court show their happiness so readily, I could drink it up as easy as the wine. You flirt. I say nothing but the truth. What I see before me is true and genuine and beautiful. Hunter. He searches your eyes, your face, and not away. Did you enjoy the joust? The joust was mostly spent convincing Theodosia to join our side. Ah, yes, the social events are still best for solidifying alliances, even without the conclave to determine Kendra's successor. Still, I hope you were able to enjoy yourself. What did you think of it? The stakes were far more interesting than in recent memory. I'm speaking of your wager with Caden. Things look like they may have heated up at the end. Is it so obvious to you? It is in the way you rode at him. I confess I wanted to win this year badly. Let me guess, because of your pride? I always want to put on a good show, but there was something more. As the King Regent and potential future King of Cordonia, my responsibility to the crown that I hope to carry, I have to look strong. And nothing I do is just for me, Julia. The moment I rode against Caden, I knew that winning the joust was important, that if I lost, everyone was going to wonder if I was fit to rule. You rode nothing less than admirably, and I challenge anyone to hold that against you. That's a comfort, and yet I lost. To a worthy opponent, of course, must be, truth be told, I admire Caden. More credit to him for not having been trained that he bested me. But still, I feel I carry the weight of everyone's expectations. The court, the people, expect a lot of the leaders. If I'm to do Queen Kendra's name proud, I must put on an invincible front. But I'm only human. Hunter, it's alright. You can be human with me. What is it about you, Lady Julia, that I can speak so freely in your presence and admit aloud that I can't even say to myself? I'm glad you feel that way. I want you to be able to speak to me. And it seems I can't help myself. It's as if you truly see me. Yeah, I'm hungry, but Hunter rests his head against your shoulder, letting out a long, slow breath. Splash his face, run my hands through his hair. His eyes close, melting under your touch, and together you revel and feel of each other. Julia. Then he turns to look at you, his hand reaching up to cup your cheek, palm warm from the water. Hunter. He shakes his head, hand falling. Thank you for finding me. I needed to talk to someone. I'm very happy it was you. What are allies for, if not to support each other? Yes, sharing sweets. Hunter offers you another macaroon. You take it with a smile, and together you sit and relax, till eventually you must leave the spa. Back at the tent, there's a rap on the post. Renza shows herself in. I saw you watch the joust with Theodosia. What word have you from her? She's offered us a suitor. Well, you were able to sway her after all. Renza. There's still a long run ahead. But we're still on the road, thanks to you. Should I expect a Navraka suitor at the next event? And if all goes according to plan, the proposal the very same day. So soon? I'll make sure of it. After all, the season's next event is to be hosted by the Ferreros, where you will have every advantage. That sounds promising. Meet at my estate in the morning, and we shall travel to the docks together. The docks? Of course. Where else would we watch Hunter's yacht? You've been offered a Navraka suitor. Will she be more charming than Emery? Find out in the next chapter. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description below, links to social media, Discord, and if you links to support me and my content, it's very much appreciated. As you know, I'm sure you know by now, it does more than just support my content. It goes to support, right now, the very dire issue that is my family and the need that they have had arise because of no car, my brother and his wheelchair, and then also my own medical issues. So it's very much appreciated if you support the channel. Please share it if you're not able to in monetary sense. And without further ado, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.